We'll upgrade an Ubuntu 24.04 LTS system to Ubuntu 26.04 LTS using the official do-release upgrade scene path. This works on both desktop and server, on x86-64 and ARM64. It assumes you're already running Ubuntu 24.04 LTS, fully patched with sudo access and a working network connection. We won't cover fresh installs, dual boot setups, or upgrades from non-LTS releases like 25.04 or 25.10. Those follow a slightly different flag. The whole procedure takes roughly 30 to 60 minutes depending on your disk speed and package count. Before we touch the upgrade tool, let's go through the prerequisites. Ekio. You need 5 things in place before starting. First, Ubuntu 24.4. LTS, fully updated. Check your version with LSB release, AA. The description line should read Ubuntu 24.04 followed by a point release. Second, sudo or root access, verify with sudo vkey. Third, at least 15 gigabytes of free space on the root partition, check with df h iki. The avail column for the root mount must read 15G or higher. Fourth, the Update Manager core, package installed. Verify with dpkg-l Update Manager core. If it prints a line starting with T, you're fine. Fifth, a stable network connection, ideally wired because the upgrade pulls roughly 2 to 4 gigabytes of packages from archiveubuntu.com. One more thing, take a backup. A full disk image with Timeshift, Clonezilla, or your hypervisor's snapshot feature. Per the Ubuntu release notes, rollback after a failed release upgrade is not supported. With those in place, here's Step 1. Fault. Step 1. Fully patch your current 24.04 system. The release upgrade tool refuses to run if any current packages are out of date, so this step is mandatory, not optional. Run these 3 commands in order. First, sudo apt update. This refreshes the package index from the 24.04 repositories. You should see lines ending in hit, get, and finally reading package lists, done, with no red error lines. Second, sudo apt upgrade, yai. This installs every available update for your current release. Depending on how recently you patched, expect anywhere from 0 to several hundred packages. Third, sudo apt full upgrade u. This handles dependency changes that plain upgrade skips, including kernel transitions. When all 3 finish, reboot with sudo reboot. The reboot is required because a new kernel may have been installed, and the upgrade tool checks that the running kernel matches the latest installed kernel. The most common gotcha here, held packages. If apt reports the following packages have been kept back, run sudo apt install, followed by each package name explicitly, then rerun full upgrade. Do not skip this. Held packages will block the release upgrade later. Step 2. Configure the release upgrade tool to see the new LTS. By default, on an LTS system, do release upgrade only offers upgrades when the next LTS reaches its first point release, normally around 3 to 4 months after launch. If 26.04 is freshly out and you want it now, you need to allow normal release prompting, but only briefly. Open the configuration file with sudo nano, etc. Update Manager Release Upgrades. Find the line that reads prompt Ctrl-Alt-Ts. If 26.04.1 is already out, leave it as LTS. If you are upgrading before point 1, change it to prompt Tatra normal, save with Ctrl+O, then enter and exit with Ctrl+X. Next, install or refresh the upgrader itself. Sudo apt install Update Manager core, YE. Then verify the tool can reach the upgrade metadata. Run sudo do release upgrade, CZ. The CZ flag means check only. It does not start the upgrade. On success, it prints new release 26.04 LTS available. Run do release upgrade to upgrade to it. If instead it prints no new release found, your prompt setting is wrong, or 26.04 metadata has not yet been published for your channel. One gotcha for this step. If you are on a server over SSH, the upgrade tool will refuse to run unless port 1022 is open as a fallback shell. Open it now with sudo ufw allow 10 to 22 TCPE. Scene 5. Step 3. Run the actual upgrade. On a desktop, run sudo do release upgrade. On a server over SSH, run sudo do release upgrade D only if you are upgrading before 0.1, otherwise drop the awk D. For headless servers, always include front-end do dist upgrade view non-interactive if you want unattended behavior. For an interactive walkthrough, omit it. The tool will print reading cache, then checking package manager, then continue YN. Type Y and press enter. 4 phases run in sequence. Phase 1. Setting new software channels. The tool rewrites etc. aptx sources.list and the files under etc. aptx sources.list D from Noble to Numbat. Phase 2. Getting new packages. Expect a download of 2 to 4 gigabytes taking 5 to 20 minutes on a typical connection. Phase 3. Installing the upgrades. This is the longest phase, usually 15 to 40 minutes. You may be prompted about modified configuration files. The safe default is to keep your current version by pressing N unless you know you want the maintainers. Phase 4. Cleaning up. Obsolete packages are removed. Finally, you will see System upgrade is complete. Restart required. Type Y to reboot. The single most common gotcha: do not close the terminal or disconnect SSH mid-upgrade. If the connection drops, reconnect on port 1022 and the upgrade will resume in the existing screen session. Scene 6. After the reboot, verify you are actually on 26.04. Log in and run this single command, lsb release A. The output should include the line, description, Ubuntu 26.04 LTS and codename Numbat. Per the Ubuntu wiki, Numbat is the official codename for the 26.04 release cycle. Confirm the kernel as well with uname R. You should see a kernel string starting with 6.14 or newer. The exact minor version depends on the hardware enablement stack you are subscribed to. Finally, check that the package system is clean, sudo apt update, and sudo apt full upgrade. The update should report all sources as numbat or numbat updates, and full upgrade should print 0 upgraded, 0 newly installed, 0 to remove. If you saw 26.04 LTS in LSB release, a 6.14 or newer kernel in uname, and a clean apt state, you're set. So, 3 errors come up most often. First, please install all available updates for your release before upgrading. Fix rerun sudo apt update, then sudo apt full upgrade ye. Resolve any held packages by name, reboot, and try again. This is almost always caused by a kernel update that needed a reboot. Second, no new release found from do release upgrade CE, fix, open, etc. p update manager, release upgrades, and confirm the prompt FEC. Line matches your scenario. LTS only sees 26.04 after 0.1. Normal sees it immediately. Also check that etc. apt sources.list still points at archive.ubuntu.com and not a stale mirror. Third, could not download the upgrade tool or signature errors mid-upgrade. Fix, your network or proxy is interfering. Run sudo apt install KA certificates ye and retry. If you sit behind a proxy, export HTTP part proxy and HTTPSE proxy before rerunning. For the full edge case list, the official docs are at